everybody? It is your man, the Big Dog, and welcome to episode 59 of the Dog House. Thank you for joining me tonight on this Saturday. And if you feel so inclined to, please follow this Twitch channel. It would be greatly appreciated. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Link is in the chat. And it will also be in the description box of the video. Actually, never mind. Also, join me on Discord. The link will be in the description of the video. And the link is also in the chat. Also, email me with comments, questions, and concerns. And last but not least, friend me on Steam. If you have Steam, I'm on Steam. So if you want to friend me, that would be greatly appreciated. The hell is that noise? Anyway, before we get started, I want to apologize for not doing a show yet last week. I decided to take some time off because actually this last Saturday was in fact my 26th birthday. Yeah, that's right. Your boy has turned 26. I am creeping up. I am a year older. And hopefully a year wiser. But that's beside the point. Today we're going to go over a few things. First thing I'm going to do is I want to talk about one of the trailers for one of these these Marvel Disney Plus shows. Hang on a sec, let me adjust my mic a little bit. There we go. So Miss Marvel came out with a trailer. And I'm gonna show that to you. I already kinda saw the trailer. I wasn't impressed, but I'll tell you guys my initial opinions of it while we're doing this. Oh Jesus, of course they gotta play the copyrighted music. Sons of bitches.
Okay, so first off, I just want to say, I get it.
What the fuck is this guy supposed to be? I mean, that outfit, man, what the fuck? NANI? And you get one of these, too. This cannot be a teacher, man. I mean, I know I went to private school, but none of my teachers dressed like this. Even when I went to public school and when I went to college. Like, not a single one of my professors, not a single one of my teachers dressed like this clown. Like, dude looks like he's... Oh my god.
You get what?
High school.
Kamala. Another Avengers shirt.
I wouldn't call it an Avengers shirt. Where's everybody else? And why is Captain Marvel at the front and center?
Bruh.
That's disrespectful.
Cute. She thinks I'm some kind of weirdo.
Boys. Excuse me. You're kind of on my show.
This is... Oh my god.
Sorry.
But you're staring out the window in your little fantasy land.
Oh, she looks ridiculous in that costume. Oh my god. Where's the Joker laugh? I'm sorry I keep pausing this in and out, 'cause I don't want to get a copyright claim. Granted, I probably am anyway. There it is. You get one of those, you look silly in that goddamn costume.
Kamala,
What the fuck?
in your little fantasy land.
The fuck is this dude doing? Oh my god.
Nope.
What dude does this? If you're a guy and you do this, you look like a fool. And you deserve to get kicked in the nuts.
Kamala, hey, already? Really? Like,
Dude, I can't get over this. At least he's using a decent laptop. And he's got tissues. Why is his wall painted oh my days. No. This man looked like a damn fool.
Do I have to figure out my whole future before lunch or
Oh my lord.
That is not you.
In Fantasyland.
I'm sorry. She looks so stupid in that costume. Oh,
Sounds
man.
really the brown girls from Jersey City. You say for all.
Oh, God. Here we go with that bullshit.
Nope.
Jesus. I'm gonna bite my tongue.
That's a fantasy too.
Did something happen to you?
No, why? Did you hear something?
Come on out. What does it feel like?
Cosmic.
Oh, no. Special effects look fucking ridiculous.
I always thought I wanted this kind of life. But I never imagined any of this.
Do you know what you are?
I'm a superhero.
Oh, man. Jesus, man. Okay. You know what? Screw it. We're staying on this. We're staying on this topic. Because, God, that was not a good trailer. And you know what? Just for shits and giggles. There we go. Let's look up some images of... So yeah, I gotta be honest. When Kamala Khan was introduced, I was never that big a fan of hers. I didn't think she was a terrible character. I just think the writing behind her was garbage. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh shit. Oh my god. Alright, where is it? Where is it? Open image in new tab. Damn it, that's too small. Just Jared. Open image in new tab. That'll do. That'll do fine. What is it? Son of a bitch. There we go. Let's take a look at this costume. Oh my god. Bro. What is it with Marvel? And they can't make a good costume anymore. I mean, Jesus Christ. Where's my freaking button? This is terrible. She looks like a cosplayer. Oh, man. And don't get me wrong. Marvel's not the only one that's been screwing the pooch with their costumes. I said the same thing about what's-his-face's costume from the Batman. Like, his costume looked like shit. Oh, this bullshit. This, You know, the less I say about this, the better. Man. But, let's look, where the hell is what's-his-face? Let's go to Nerdrotic's video. Oh, he's live right now. I'm not gonna go into that. Here we go. Here we go. Wham! Goddamn.
Nerdrotic.com.
Looks like something's changing over at Disney Marvel right after we heard the news that there were massive reshoots with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. 6 weeks, 6 days a week.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That's not good. Yeah, this is Spider-Man being a success really fucked Disney over.
Now we hear that twice delayed Miss Marvel is going through extensive reshoots.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Nope.
We were just laughing about this a minute ago. Jeez. Oh no. Come on, Marvel. You don't have... Like, you're backed by Disney. You can't have it. Oh, man. I'm not going to get
I'm
on
sure
that.
it has something to do with Spider-Man No Way Home. And
Of course it does.
I'm sure it has everything to do with the performance of the MCU in 2021. A year that... I'm sure it has something to do with Spider-Man No Way Home. And I'm sure
Yeah, I saw that movie. It was kind of disappointing.
it has everything to do
That one, too. It was not good.
with the performance of the MCU
Oh, no.
in 2021. A year that started with WandaVision with the performance of the MCU in 2021.
Yeah, she is a very attractive woman, but she is an ugly crier.
A year that started with WandaVision, a show about a woman who imprisons and tortures an entire town filled with men, women, and children, and then walks away free. Coincidentally,
You know what? Yeah, that bugged the fuck out of me. That bugged the fuck out of me. Like, she enslaves this entire town, and then they just let her walk away.
something similar happens in Black Widow.
Damn.
It features the female Mengele who brainwashes and subjugates her daughters and her friends and is able to walk away free.
Spoilers for all these movies and Disney Plus shows, by the way.
Bruh.
I give myself that for not saying that in advance.
And there's the Falcon and the Winter Soldier with Freckled Jesus, a villain.
Fucking freckle Jesus. Ooh, what model Glock is that?
And is able to walk away free. Then there's the Falcon and the Winter Soldier with Freckled Jesus, a villain.
Looks like a... Is that a 17? Yeah.
So great, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier didn't want to fire, so girl boss Sharon Carter had to take care of
Sharon
business.
Carter.
Then there was What If, where in a
Oh, Jesus Christ.
horrifying experiment, somebody put Peggy Carter's head on a man's body. This brings us to the first.
I can't lie. I will say that Marvel's What If was probably the better out of all of these series so far. I mean, who knows? Moon Knight could be pretty good. I hope it's good. But I have no faith in Marvel right now.
Shows Loki, where our titular character was punched in the face, kicked in the balls, cried, and we found out that the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe was all part
Kang.
of Kang's plan. Followed
I didn't fully see that series, but I couldn't get past the first episode.
up by Shang-Chi, who also got kicked in the balls and helped his sister acquire a criminal organization. Followed by the Eternals,
You know, I'm going to go on a rant about Shang-Chi, but I'm not going to do it right now.
which literally saved lives for having
Oh, damn it. Damn it.
maximum representation. And we rounded out the year with the Kate Bishop and Echo show. Maximum representation. And we rounded out the year with the Kate
She's another one that's very attractive. Haley Steinfeld.
Bishop and Echo show featuring a Black Widow epilogue and a guy named Hawkeye. A year
Poor bastard.
we saw Disney Marvel produce the most Marvel ever. A year of the Delta and the Omicron variants.
What the fuck?
Produce the most Marvel ever. A year of the Delta and the Omicron
The hell is this? Are people... Oh, man. Please tell me people didn't actually do this nonsense.
variants. A year of action figures ending up on the discount rack before the film comes out. A
That's fucking sad.
year
Jesus.
that led to stagnation on Disney Plus and at the box office. A year where Black Widow and Shang-Chi contributed to Disney losing $65 million.
Fuck me, that's a lot of money.
A year where Disney unfortunately wasn't Sony, which managed to make
Ironically, Venom 2 wasn't that great or that bad.
the only two profitable Marvel movies. A year
That's sad. When the most successful Marvel movies were from Sony properties. Jesus
where
Christ.
everything changed with Spider-Man No Way Home. This brings us to 20.
Yeah, sleeper hit. I didn't think that movie was going to be any good. It turned out being one of my favorites.
22 and the current slate. of the MCU. Now, it was reported back in November that Miss
I need a
Marvel
fucking
would be
beard like
delayed.
this.
Now we know why. It's due to extensive reshoots. Miss Marvel is rumored to be getting some extensive reshoots this month. Miss Marvel
gotta pick
News
up
on
my
Twitter
damn
verified reports
remote.
from Atlanta filming concerning
Ouch.
the reshoots. In addition to those accounts, My Cosmic Circus's Lizzie Hill talked about the size and scope of the reshoots, and they're said to be pretty substantial. What does all this mean for Miss Marvel? Well, at the moment, it's too close to call. Oh, really? Miss Marvel won Kamala Khan,
I disagree. It is close to. It's
created
not
by
too close.
Sana Amanat, who we'll talk about in just a moment, is a character
Oh no.
created solely for one purpose, using woke identity politics to grab headlines. This show has already been delayed twice, along with the film she is set to appear in, The Marvels. Disney sometimes likes
Yeah, the Marvels that was supposed to be Captain Marvel 2, and then they saw how much everybody hated her.
to attach keywords to certain properties that might not be that applicable, like Triumph with Shang-Chi and Popular with Miss Marvel.
When Miss Marvel
Oh,
first
yeah.
came out, we had such an incredible reaction.
I mean, Gollum's right.
Was so incredibly popular because everybody could see them.
She wasn't, though. She wasn't. That's the thing, and Gary's gonna get into this. Like, a majority of the books she's been in have been canceled. Mainly for the low sales. Go back to that. Go back
So
to that.
incredibly popular because everybody could
Gollum.
see themselves in her.
Hang on. I gotta do it now.
Nope.
There you go.
Her comic book and teen book, she's a
See, there we go. This Marvel comic canceled, but Kamala Khan isn't going anywhere. I mean, she's not a horrible character, but can we stop acting like she was popular?
that have been canceled multiple times. She was the main part of a video game that lost $60 million.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I tried to play that game, and it made me try to create an account, and I was like, yeah, fuck that.
Call that the opposite of popular. I would
I
also
agree.
argue that your character has to have a lot more to it than identity politics and. I would also
fucking
argue
picture.
that your character has to have a lot more to it than identity politics.
What the fuck was that? What the hell is going on outside? Hang on, guys. Sorry about the noise. There's a truck outside. Not right outside my house, but like a few doors down. What can you do?
To have a lot more to it than identity
Ouchies.
politics
That fucking
and
picture's
big
annoying.
fists. Then there's that costume.
Oh Jesus. So
From Miss Marvel
bad.
News, according to Atlanta Filming, Miss Marvel reshoots have begun filming in Atlanta, Georgia. Correction, they have not begun yet, but will start in a week or two. This comes off the heels of a recent announcement. The Miss Marvel series has been delayed for a second time. It was
That's
initially
sad.
scheduled to come out before Hawkeye began streaming on Disney Plus. Due to the extensive special effects, the first series starring a Muslim superhero was pushed back to early 2022. Now it has been delayed to the end of the year and may be delayed one more time. And I'm wondering if that's going to delay the Marvels again. And I
Probably.
remind you, the Marvels was Captain Marvel 2. Brie
Yep.
Larson was demoted in her own film, and then the film was
That's what you get for being a smug bitch.
was pushed to
Yeah, I said it.
February. Not exactly the best month for releases. Sana Amanat, one of Kamala Khan's co-creators and the co-creator of the current garbage era in Marvel, has called the pressure of the series intense. Well,
What?
garbage era in Marvel has called the pressure of the series in
The fuck is she doing? What? Oh boy. This woman is an adult.
intense. Well, it's intense because you decided to focus on identity politics over character. Some
Yeah. Yeah, he's right.
of that intensity has come from fans who have made the hashtag #FixMissMarvel trend on Twitter. The biggest issue is the decision for the MCU to give the Pakistani American a brand new set of powers that are different
Yep.
from her Marvel Comics powers. In the comic book, Kamala is traditionally an Inhuman, and they changed her powers to being magic-based, which
Yeah.
is verboten to a specific religion, according to some people on Twitter. A central plot of her debut in Miss Marvel 2014, written by G. Willow Wilson, Sana Amanat, and Adrian Alfano, was her shape-shifting into Captain Marvel due to her internal biases, making her feel
Yeah.
as though a young woman of color from Jersey, New Jersey, could not be a superhero, except for the fact that that hasn't been true for decades, and
Yep.
the people constantly pushing this narrative are the same people who call large groups of people marginalized. And you're
I'm going to make a point about that towards the end.
probably not going to be surprised to hear, in the long tradition of fanfic, Kamala Khan is a self-inserted character.
And it's
Of course it is.
sort of based on your life, yes? Her backstory.
I had created a character that I could identify with. She didn't look like the other girls in her class. She began to become fascinated with bacon. So clearly this
Oh, for fuck's sake. What the hell is so fascinating about bacon? It's bacon. Everybody loves bacon. Well, almost everybody.
girl was different. But she did have an outlet.
And writes fan fiction about her favorite superheroes.
She learns
Oh, I forgot about that one too.
that who she is exactly what makes her a great heroine. I think sometimes people at Marvel are on heroin. I think sometimes people at Marvel are on heroin. The
Damn.
insanity continues. However, these changes are far from the only issues fans have with the series. It also cast Yasmin Fletcher, a half-Caucasian Christian actress. Of course, Twitter has a problem with that, as Kamala's friend Nakia Bahadir, a Turkish Muslim who wears a hijab. Yasmin Fletcher recently had to delicately address her role on the red carpet for Spider-Man No Way Home. Additionally, Zenobia Shroff is a non-Muslim Indian actress set to play Kamala Khan's mother, and of course, Twitter has a problem with that.
I mean, it is Twitter. What do you expect? Twitter has a problem with everything.
Armis Knight will be playing Kareem, aka Red Dagger.
Wait a minute. I recognize this actor. What did he say his name was?
Problem with that. Armis Knight will be
Armis Knight. I'm gonna find this guy. Hang on a sec, guys. Hang on a second. Fuck. I didn't mean to do that. Roll with it. Give me 1 second. I need to find this man. Armis. There you go. Armis Knight. Uh-huh. Hang on a sec. This is the guy. He was in this show, Into the Badlands. He's pretty good in that show. Yep. I knew it. Okay, back to this.
playing Kareem, aka Red Dagger. Also got some pushback for being white passing.
Oh, God. Let's give Twitter this L. Only Twitter could have a problem with shit
It
like
is
this.
doubtful that any reshoots could be to recast major actors, play identity politics games, win extensive reshoot prizes. A lot of
Yep.
the controversy on Twitter comes from the introduction of identity politics itself. Now, I can't speak for everyone, but I don't think anybody takes issue with Kamala Khan being a Pakistani Muslim. I am perfectly
I sure as hell don't. I couldn't give a fuck less.
fine with it. I take issue with the constant obsession over race and division and the constant reinforcement of things like this being a white supremacist country. That's what Marvel fans have a problem with. They also have a big problem with the deconstruction of their characters, something Marvel has spent a year doing with characters like Hawkeye and Loki and Captain America. They've already
Oh,
killed
God, not that. No.
Nope.
Don't ever do this shit again, Marvel.
off Iron Man, and they are set to be replaced by characters like female Thor, Ironheart, which is essentially going to be female Iron Man. We have female Loki, and now in the comic books, Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, is female.
Jesus Christ.
Borrowing a phrase from the great Carrie Smith, who was recently a guest on Friday Night Tights, identity is a cheap substitute for character. So when did this all begin? What are the origins of the MCU? Well, they're mixed in with the origins of identity politics being infused in Marvel Comics. That kicked into high gear between the years of 2013 and 2015, when the lines weren't only blurred, they outright disappeared between entertainment, Hollywood, and Washington. So
Hey.
much so, it was written about in The Guardian right around the time of Harvey Weinstein and Me Too Time's Up, right around the time of Oscar's So White, and also coincidentally right around the time when one Sana Amina rose to prominence at Marvel, who came out of nowhere. She went to university at Columbia, then she jumped to Virgin Comics, which went out of business immediately. Quick as
Bruh.
It was at Virgin Comics where she learned the art of graphic storytelling. In other words, she didn't know anything about comics prior to that. Then
How do you get into comics and not know anything about comics?
she went to Marvel and she
Oh
was
my-
giving TED Talks.
I can't believe it. Like, that bothers the fuck out of me. It's like, how do you... It's like, how do you get a job and fuck up everything? As Cat Williams once said. It's just... Oh, man.
And she was a star. She was going to change comics. It wasn't just for boys anymore. Now,
It rarely was just for boys.
I'm
Ay,
not
ay,
saying
ay.
that the co-creator and self-inserter of Miss Marvel is solely responsible for the SJW Marvel era, but she was definitely one of its architects. Basically around the same time where all of our favorite forms of entertainment were being
You don't fucking deserve that Spider-Man shirt.
transitioned into, you guessed it, a platform.
An interesting few, months where I've had to, embrace all of the aspects of being a Marvel superhero. And yes, it was an incredible experience to shoot, but also, it's given me this incredible platform.
I'm a white woman with privilege and platform.
Things were looking good
Ay, ay, ay. Typical.
for Marvel Comics, the MCU, and Hollywood in 2014. Remember when Marvel only released 2 movies a year, and in 2014, those 2 movies were Winter Soldier and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Wow.
So how did we go from an era of 2 of their greatest movies to 9 live-action Marvel products and only one of them being good, and introducing more girl bosses than heroes? Well, it's something I've been covering on this channel from the beginning through my coverage of Star Trek, Doctor Who, Star Wars, Marvel Comics, DC Comics, Game of Thrones, The Expanse. I could go on, but the best explanation comes from a brand new article sent to me by Chris Gore, Hollywood's New Rules. The explosion of woke, as one longtime producer put it, didn't come out of nowhere. Hollywood always pushed boundaries, from the 1947 Gentleman's Agreement, which confronted anti-Semitism, to Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, rest in peace Sidney Poitier, which...
Yep. Alright, I think you guys get the point now. I think you guys get the point. Yeah, Miss Marvel never really was as popular as people say she was. Because how can you be popular and 2 of your books got canceled?
Bruh.
How's that possible? But, it's like Gary said. You play stupid games. Sometimes you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. And Marvel is learning that the hard way, unfortunately. And so is DC to an extent. I don't think as bad as Marvel is, but they are. DC isn't close behind them in shittiness. But back to that. I was gonna rant about something, but I don't remember what it was. Shit. Ooh. Oh, I had it. God damn. I hate this shit. I gotta write shit down. Oh, fuck. Oh well. Whatever. But, anyway. Back to business. That will be all for tonight's episode of The Doghouse. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're on Twitch, please stay tuned for some God of War gameplay. I won't be staying on too long, but I will be playing as much as I can. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you for watching this video. feel free to toss a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next episode of The Dog House. You all have a good night, alright?